Hi, Fox Mill. It's Mrs. Slusher. I come to you today through video to talk about the summer reading board for 2024 2025 school year. This document is going to go home with every student K through 5, probably towards the end of May, but it's also available in a few other places. So if you lose your board, if it gets wet, if your dog chews it up, you can print another one. I don't mind whatever color your board is. Some people might get a fun blue colored board. Some people might get a pink board. It just depends on what we have available at school when I do the photocopying. So if you print your board out and it's on regular white copy paper, it's perfect. Don't worry about it. So one place that the summer reading board is available is on the library Schoology page. All right, my page is the one that has the books on a bookshelf in the shape of a heart. And if you scroll down just a little bit, the very first folder says summer reading. So right now, the only link in summer reading is the summer reading board, what I'm going to talk to you about today. But before the end of the school year, you will also find information in this folder about the public library summer reading as well. So make sure that you check back. Okay. So if I click on this link, it's going to open up my board just within the screen here. And if I hit this little box with an arrow, it will open up my bingo board and make it nice and big. So let's go through the board and see what you need to do over the summer, and then what prizes you'll get when you complete the board. So this says Fox Mill Summer Reading 2024. Complete any 5 squares. Any 5 squares. You could do one up here, one down here, one here, one here, one here. I don't mind. Any 5 squares. And there's 25 squares total. So that means you've got a lot of options, right? Could you do all 25 squares? You could. You're not going to get any extra prizes from the library, but you could certainly talk to your family at home. And you could say, hey, family, I love you. You're amazing. And if I do the whole board for summer reading, could I have some sort of reward at home, right? Maybe like ice cream night, or maybe I could go to a movie. Just some ideas. So talk about that with your families. But as long as you complete 5 squares and turn in the board to me or your teacher, you will get some prizes from Fox Mill. All right. The second line says that this is optional. You do not have to do this. All right. If you have a very busy summer, if you are traveling, if you're on swim team and you just feel like this is too much for you to handle, you don't have to do it. All right. No hard feelings. If you do complete the board, please make sure that you record the titles that you're reading, the books that you're reading on the back. All right. Then it says recognition. There will be a small recognition, which is a fancy word that means party, right? In the fall with prizes for all boards that are returned and signed by your adults. All right. So make sure that they are signed. This past year, we did donuts. Each student that returned their board got donuts. And then I believe we had 5 different prizes. Things like gibbets for your shoes, cool water bottle stickers, fancy pens. We had some just fun prizes. And you got to pick 3 of the prizes that you wanted. So you got a donut and then you got 3 of the prizes. I think we will probably do something very similar this year as well. So there'll be some sort of yummy treat, and then you'll have some prize options and you get to pick some of them. Let's see. I need your name. I need to know what grade you're going into next year. All right. So if you're in 3rd grade right now, on the form, you're going to say, hey, I'm going to be in 4th grade next year. And I do need a signature from the adult in your house. All right. Here are the different squares. Like I said, we have 25. I'm not going to read all of them, but there's a lot of fun options. So if you read a book about an animal, then you just finished a square. If you read a mystery book, you just finished a square. If you read a book about a real person, you just finished a square. I added a new square this year because this summer is the Summer Olympics. So I added a square right here in the middle that says, watch the Summer Olympics and read about an athlete. So it could be an athlete that you see on TV competing. It could be an athlete that competed in Olympics years ago. I don't mind. Just read about an athlete, an Olympic athlete. All right. So any 5 squares you want. You could do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I don't mind. Let's take a peek. Keep scrolling. Here's the back of the paper. So this is where you would write down the title of the books that you were reading. So what book were you reading when you had a picnic outside? What book did you read about the Olympic athlete? You would write those titles here. All right. Scroll to the bottom. It has another place for your name and an adult signature. You don't have to do the front and the back, but you certainly may. And then it says reading boards need to be submitted by April 29th. So let's take a look at the calendar. All right. So if we go to August, you come back to school right here. This is the first day of school, Monday, August 19th. And I would like the boards to be returned to me by Thursday, August 29th, right here. So you have almost 2 weeks to return them. You're probably wondering, Miss Slusher, why didn't you have the boards due on the 30th? That's a Friday. Well, the 30th is a holiday. We're not going to be here on August 30th. So I had the boards due August 29th. Okie dokie smoky. All right. And I just need those boards returned and signed so that I know who to buy, yummy treats for. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you read a book for the Fox Mill Summer Reading Board, you can have that same book count towards the public library summer reading program. So there's a Reston Public Library, there's a Herndon Public Library, Chantilly, Oakton, Great Falls, they're everywhere. They have a summer reading program, and I'm going to have information up on Schoology about their summer reading as well. And they have prizes too. They have cool coupons to things like get a free cookie, or you can go play putt-putt for free at a local park. They've got all sorts of really cool coupons in their summer reading program. The bad news is that the Reston Library is closed for the summer. So you will have to go to a different library like Herndon to complete that. But you can read the same book, and it can count for Fox Mill, and it can count for the public library. I'm trying to figure out where my camera is, right? So you get double the prizes for reading one book. Seems silly not to complete it, right? So the summer reading board is available on Schoology. It will also be available on the Fox Mill website, and a copy is going home with you by the end of May. All right, my friends, if you move and you still want to do the reading board, finish it, mail it to me, and I will mail you some prizes. How does that sound? My notes fell on the floor. Let me take a peek. So did we go over where to find the document? Yes. Did we go over the public library? Yes, a little bit. We'll do more. Did we talk about the due date? Yes. Prizes? Yes. What to do if you're moving? Yes. So I feel like we're good. This is an optional activity. I'd love for you to complete it. I'd love for you to get prizes in the fall. And basically, we just want you to read. So if you're reading, we'll be happy. It could be a magazine. It could be a newspaper.